If you're nice, it don't matter what you do. There. I went to college. I ain't graduate high school. Like, if you nice, you could just do whatever you want. You know what I'm saying?
That attitude that you guys see right there is exactly what I'm talking about when I say the NBA is about to shift away from the hip-hop centric player.
When Cameron argues that elite talent can do whatever they want, is that mindset entirely incompatible with today's corporate-driven arts and sports world?
Absolutely not.
Is it the wrong path?
No. I mean, because look, I remember...
That's subjective.
Herm Edwards, he used to... he coached the Kansas City Chiefs. He coached the Jets for a minute. Coached in college. He said, he's
a horrible coach.
He wasn't horrible.
He was coached the Jets, right?
He coached, had some bad years with it, but he was
coached
good
the Jets
with the Chiefs.
to playoff wins.
Yeah.
Playoffs. He's like, I treat.
That's what Curtis Martin. He had Curtis Martin.
Curtis Martin. He had Testaverde at one point when he was actually playing
9 different quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Like the coach.
Like he said, basically, I treat everybody the same, but I do treat some people special.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, that's what happens in sports. If you are really, really good, you don't have to be on time for the meeting.
Mm-hmm.
It would be nice if you were, but if you are a third string, offensive tackle, you better make your way to the meeting early.
Come on.
If you are the running back that's got 2,000 yards, if you show up 5 minutes late, there's not going to be the same treatment.
100%.
And that's just how that's how it is across the board.
And that's at the end of the day, that's not a hip hop situation or thing. That's an American thing.
Yeah.
I mean, even right now, listen, I just learned this yesterday. They are intentionally holding kids back in school in order for them to rank higher and be recruited. Yeah, they call it reclassing. In order for them to be recruited and rank higher amongst their peers based on their sports performance. So it has nothing to do with academia. So when we talk about what Cameron said, and then the podcaster leading it up with his dissertation on why hip hop, and we're getting away from that. This is not a hip hop thing. This was Cameron's experience, and he just so happened to be a hip hop rapper. This is an America situation.
Mm-hmm.
This is what they do for athletes. It has nothing to do with the music and the culture that they were brought up.
Just kind of why I asked, is it the wrong path?
I don't know if it's the wrong path. I just know that it's, people who are exponentially more talented than the people that they are surrounded by are always going to be treated special.
That's usually just, I think sports is just the only place where that really stands out.
I don't think that's true. I know far more people that are far talented than the people that are famous in the music world right now.
I don't think it applies in music because...
Which is where I'm framing this.
Yeah,
though, right?
I got you.
Because you don't have to go to school in order to be successful.
No, but I
have
can
to be selected.
Because there's probably somebody who is there are people who are much better rappers than the people who are really famous and rich right now.
Mm-hmm.
But they're only, if somebody is in the NBA or at the NFL especially, and this person somehow, it's not by happenstance that they can run for 2,000 yards. You can't say that there's, what about this guy? He could probably run for that if you put him, if he was that good, he'd already be here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when you are special in sports, it really is, it is the closest thing we have to an actual meritocracy.
Yeah. And this was
there's really no comparison with music. There have always been people I thought, this person is way better than that, but that's not how music works.
Nah, and this is before NILs, because back then when Cameron was recruited, he wasn't getting an NIL. His talent and what he could do on the court. I mean, we already know the backdoor type situation, but his talent and what he could do on the court was a means to funds for whatever team that he played for or was going to play for, because it meant more people were coming in to see a team win. They weren't focused on his academic progress or lack thereof. They could care less. He knows how to do this Again, that's an America problem. That is not a music or hip hop problem.
Like, I
Which,
can always
again,
say-
goes to my, is it the wrong path, right?
Yeah,
Because-
it's definitely, I would, and goes back to what you were saying as far as it being the wrong path. Yeah, especially
maybe it won't be on if it gets lucky, right?
Yeah, right. If he gets lucky, but there are a lot of athletes that get left behind because they were good and say they got an injury or didn't perform as good as they did once they got over to that. They're left behind to struggle, and they don't end up graduating or being a successful rapper, so to speak, if their athletic career didn't take off. Yeah, they get left on the wayside, unfortunately. So yeah, that is a program that's broken, but it has nothing to do with hip hop.
No, it's just, look. At one point, like, Michael Bolton was on top of the world as far as music was concerned. But there were plenty of other people who, if you listen to a lot of music, you know that Michael Bolton wasn't the best singer in the world. I mean, like, he did his thing.
What's your favorite song?
What's your favorite song of his?
I guess I sort of like them all. I celebrate the guy's entire catalog.
I celebrate his whole catalog. No. But
I kind of like them all.
But when Michael Jordan was the best player in the NBA, you know, there'd always be somebody who's like, oh, man, I knew this dude who went to prison. He was way better than Michael Jordan. I was like, well, shut the Like, it's really you can't really compare the two.
Yeah, not for sure.
Yeah, he might not have been Pee Wee Kirkland, but he was Michael Jordan.
I have to think about that a little bit more.
And his soundtrack wasn't even hip hop. He was listening to Kenny Lattimore.
Exactly. Just imagine if this dude was really on the bus talking about, man, this dude Kenny Lattimore.
Yeah.
And I was like, if he'd have ever liked DMX, he'd have scored 80 points a game.
Come on, man.
He was getting hype off of Kenny Lattimore.
And he probably was listening to smooth jazz, going out busting your ass in the game too.
He was listening to Not Too Busy.
Yeah.
They're going there whooping
Not
people's
even,
ass.
these weren't even the Kenny Lattimore hits.
Yeah.